It's of March.
Well, there goes that idea for a friggin' opening. I had something lined up, but B-roll just said, screw you. Boss, give me the camera.
That's it. I quit.
I had an opening.
Quit.
I had an actual opening, and Dietz drops a bomb just as we go on air.
And the bad part is he drops it on the name of a band I happen to love who is from my hometown. Dietz, you a punk for that.
Boss, are we on the radio? Are the radio stations picking us up today?
We are.
Damn it. I was gonna say something, but I'll amend it. Just push the button and let's effing go.
Push the Flarkin button.
Push the button.
We can say we can do Rocket Raccoon. We can say Flarkin.
Time out. The hides Dietz, and they have one of my favorite songs too. Oh, please, man.
I had an open and Dietz hits that bomb out of the yard. Let's go. Let's just go.
I can't do it.
Let's just
do it live. Do it live.
Go.
I'll write it and we'll do it live.
Mister, will you please wake up? Wake up. Wake up. Wake up.
Good morning. Snowman here to all you Brock Purdy and San Francisco 49er haters. Shut up! I gotta thank you, Shane.
I mean, whatever happened to the games where breaking 100 points was, I don't know, unusual?
There was one word to sum up the All-Star weekend.
Trays. Cause we take this job so serious.
Splash Brothers, yes. Ray Allen, replace him with Steve Kerr. Reggie Miller, yeah.
What in the all types of blue hell?
Oh,
you a punk, Dietz.
Well, that's one way. That's one way to start the show.
You a fool. You a punk. I love you dearly, and you always find a way to mess us up.
well, I guess my secret's out in the open now.
Good morning. And Jen, this is your fault too. Welcome to the National Championship Ides of March Tuesday edition. Get out of my head now.
Well, hopefully it goes better.
I said it was on the 12th.
But see, you said something that triggered a memory in Dietz, and all I hear is, you know what? I can't unhear that now.
Snowman, I only chose that date because that's my VTuber debut anniversary.
I know why. I know exactly why you chose that date. But see, you, Jen, and I playfully blame you for this, said that date, and then Dietz decided to couple it with one of my favorite bands.
Oh, suck my fat one.
See, and this, now I gotta find that song. Doggone it!
What, the song Dietz mentioned, or the suck my fat one?
The song that I mentioned, "By the Ides of March," which is my favorite.
There you go.
You know what? If Deets is like this sober, I'm almost afraid to see his enthusiasm.
Oh, speaking of, I got a good joke. I got a good joke to open the show.
Oh,
This is a good one. This is a good one. So on Sunday, we're watching Texans versus Patriots, right?
right.
My friend comes up to me and goes, looks at the television screen and goes, Is this in Houston? And I go, no, it's snowing. And she goes, oh yeah, that'd be weird if it snowed in Houston. And this is why people hate me. I look at her and I go, yeah, it would be weird if it snowed indoors. Because Houston plays in a dome, so I was like, yes, it would be very weird if it was snowing in a dome. It would be very weird.
Yeah. And I thought I was bad.
Victor says Belle from Beauty and the Beast has joined.
Wait a minute. I thought I was bad when I talked about the incident I had while working at Enterprise with a woman who thought she knew what Candlestick Park, when she thought she knew what Candlestick Park was, and she tried her best for a half-hour drive to argue with me that, indeed, you're going to get a kick out of this, that Candlestick Park was in Oakland.
Ooh.
Imagine
that's one you can't get wrong. There's a whole bridge between them.
They're in two different cities.
Yeah.
I showed her a picture of Candlestick Park. I clearly said Candlestick Park in where, ladies and gentlemen? San Francisco. She tried to argue with me for an hour that Candlestick Park was not in San Francisco. Now, all I have to say to you, Vic, dudes, and you know me, imagine the headache I got trying to explain to her what Candlestick Park was and where it was built.
Oh, no. That must have been crazy. Like I said, the first thing that came out of my mouth was, she just goes, that's weird. I was like, yeah, it would be weird if it snowed indoors. And she goes, oh crap, they play in a dome? And I was like, oh god. I was like, let's just keep moving.
I have a follow-up.
It was a good line though. I'm just like, she goes, are they in Houston? I was like, no, it's snowing.
Yes.
We're watching the snow come down on the field.
How many shots, while we're talking about that, how many shots did we see of them putting up the scoreboard of Gillette Stadium? Gillette Stadium.
Right.
Victor, it was the Metrodome that had the roof cave in and had snow fall in. I did it. You know what? I did 6 baseball games in the Metrodome. They had the baseball configuration down, but I saw the football configuration, and I sat in the booth where Paul Allen sat, calling the Vikings game. And I'm glad I did it before it caved in on itself because of the weight of the snow on the plexiglass. On the plexiglass at the Metrodome. See, you decided, and of course I'm being very playful. You decided to scuff this whole thing up by mentioning the Ides of March, which during the opening had me go researching. I mentioned the title of my favorite song by Ides of March, which begins like this. Yeah, you know it.
But I think Vic brings up a good point. What if you were inside a stadium casting snowman? Wouldn't that mean that yes, a dome could have snow indoors?
Jen, listen to me carefully. I've seen it happen. It didn't happen while I was in the doggone thing, thank the Lord. But I've seen it. I've seen a dome, the Metrodome, as a matter of fact, the Hubert H. Humphrey Mall of America Field Metrodome, cave in on itself because of a foot of snow that fell in Minnesota one night, and it got to the point where they had to move the game they had scheduled that Sunday to, of all places, Detroit the following night.
Oh, ladies,
I remember that.
Ladies and
The
gents,
closest
either
thing
the
I can
joke-
think of.
Mm-hmm.
The closest thing I can think of. Thanksgiving Day,
Dallas.
1992. Dallas, Miami. When Leon Lett decided to go Leon Lett.
But wait. How did Bob Trumpy put it? Because he did. It was 1993 actually at Texas Stadium.
Yeah.
It was below temperature. There was snow on the ground in Texas Stadium, which surprised my mother. And I don't have to tell you how that conversation went with my dad and myself shaking our heads at that. And I will never forget Bob Trumpy's call. When they blocked the field goal. The Cowboys blocked the field goal. They were going to save themselves. And then I hear Bob Trumpy go, "It's Leon Lett." No.
Leon Lett did what?
Ladies and gents, all I'm going to say is either the joke went over Snowman's head or I am still terrible at telling jokes.
Neither.
Now we all got it.
Jen, neither. Oh, believe me, I caught it. I caught it because had I been in the Metrodome when it collapsed on itself with snow coming all over the place, I don't think I'd be here. I'd still be in the
Snow would have got snowed on.
I've been snowed on this morning going out to get breakfast, as a matter of fact. So I've been
okay. Now that I'm back. Now that I'm back, first off, Deets, screw you for making my phone crash with that Ides of March line. Screw you. I had an open lined up, ready to go. You drop that bomb, and everything falls by the wayside.
This is how this Tuesday is going so far, folks.
Can we at least hear what you were going to say, Don?
No, because there's no way he can deliver it now with what Dietz did to blow it to smithereens. And as long as
and also putting my secret out in the open. So
wait.
I might as well say it.
Listen, you folks, if you're just tuning in, I gave the dog said, "Hey, I gotta have the open," and while I was getting ready, I said, "You ain't gonna have the open." I started laughing. This is how bad it is. The dogs were barking at the dog because the dog wanted the open and he never got it because he decided to do that.
And also, I guess my secret is now out in the open.
Can't drop those things right as the button's going.
And hold on a minute. Okay.
Who's not barking?
He crashed again. He crashed again. I think dog crashed again.
Ah, lovely.
Which is what's happened to this show. Just as the light turned on and Jen reveals her 3D debut date. I hope I got that right. Dietz decides, so you're doing it in the Ides of March, which had everybody almost walk off.
Basically, you guys, before the show, I was telling Snowman and Dawn, hey, I've booked you guys in to open my 3D re-debut on the 12th of March. Are you good with that? So we confirmed it, and then, I just basically went, yeah, so that's my 3D re-debut MMD concert on the 12th of March, and then right as we start, Dietz here, you're opening your concert in the Ides of March?
just as the light went, folks, Jim Durham often said, just as the clock went dead. Well, I'll borrow from that and say, just as the light went red, Deets drops that line. So you're doing your re-debut in the Ides of March, which sent us all into a fit of giggles. Which sent me into forget giggles. It sent us all into a fit of laughter. Dogfather is shaking his head, going, "I had an open for this," which reminds me of a time we were doing an open for Jen, and I had a few tricks up my sleeve.
I'm just excited for what you guys have got planned for my re-debut concert.
You sure about that?
Why would I not be excited for it? It's you two we're talking about. You're gonna make this absolutely entertaining. It's gonna be worth the wait for people.
Don, what's been our best open for one of her streams? Because the longest
I would say the one that we planned on going Pulp Fiction, but went completely left 20 seconds prior.
New Year's. It was New Year's.
But we've had them go 25 minutes that people have said should be a podcast, which then led to us basically saying, okay, well, we got ideas.
Which basically was going to be a podcast, and I'm still planning it to drop all of the intros that Don and I had done over the last few months.
He records all of them.
Yep, I'm turning him. I'm editing a couple of them now, and I'm gonna turn it into a podcast. Best of Don and Snowman opening for Jen's Twitch streams. We had Pulp Fiction in our head, and Don and I talked for an hour about how we were gonna lay this intro out. I mean,
just an hour that day, that day, let alone the pre-planning.
I will say though, once I finish putting the MMDs together, I'm gonna put together a little trailer as well for my re-debut and pray that it's good enough for Snowman to show here.
I can't wait to see it. But like I said, Don and I talked.
I'm going to put it this way, Jen. You're not the only one that's going to have a trailer for a return or a debut.
Oh?
Uh-huh.
When I get back, be warned.
And when I get myself together as a kingpin, beware.
Oh boy.
Oh, and by the way, Jen, when I make my debut, you're opening for it.
Hey, yo.
You heard what I said. And I want Deeds to have a perfectly timed joke for it, which I know he will.
You guys didn't just take. You could have taken that right there. Beware the odds.
Hate you. Damn it.
He said beware.
Quit. I'm done.
Wait, neither of you can quit. Who's gonna do anything?
See, it all comes full circle. It all comes full circle. That's how we tie all this together.
Also, when is Don getting his PC back?
I hope to have something to do with that soon.
And by the way,
you're not the boss. I'm going to put it this way: you're not the only one working on things.
Good.
Also, I'm just going to say this.
And same here.
Finally started paying for my 2 outfit commissions.
Good.
Nice.
Basically,
we need a break. When we come back, we'll talk about the glory that is IU. Snowman in the morning, back in the deuce with a little vehicle from the Ides of March to take us to break.
I got nothing.
This is Snowman in the morning.
Whether it's news, The largest egg producer finds bird flu in chickens at a Texas plant. Weather. Devastating tornadoes rip through the heart of the United States. Inspiration. A breast cancer survivor completed the journey of chemotherapy and now begins a future one of matrimony or sports. Michael Jordan is shown on a photo with Diddy. LeBron James has a video extolling the virtues of a Diddy party. This has been yet another Beating a Dead Horse presentation. We got you covered. BS3 Network, in association with Comey Media Incorporated, proudly present The Morning Shift with Cole Johnson. Live every weekday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central.
You can say you're not impressed. You can say you're not happy. You can say all these things, but no, whatever the case may be, the Buckeyes are on top of the football world. And it's just where it is.
The SEC.
And what does Georgia do? Well, as a team that has a championship pedigree would do, they came out full guns blazing, just like a tested SEC team would do. And
Big 12.
That team right there that is ranked 15 that put up 45 points.
Yes, sir.
They were picked dead last at the beginning of the season.
The ACC.
Start with the biggest name first. Chapel Bill now. It's no longer called Chapel Hill. It's called Chapel Bill because Bill Belichick is now the head coach of the North Carolina Tar Heels. The CLP rankings, do away with that.
Right.
Do away with it.
Bring down the gridiron on the Playmakers Blog Network YouTube channel and where you can find podcasts. Cause we take this job so serious.
Nacho fry. Would you like a nacho fry? Would you like a nacho fry?
What in the all types of blue hell?
This is Snowman in the Morning.
Nacho fry. Would you like a nacho fry? Would you like a nacho fry?
God almighty.
Shut up.
God almighty.
No.
I have to find something because there's someone waiting on us. And I can't find what I can't find what I need to find. So hang tight. We're gonna get there, I hope. But
before you go off on things, boss, give me this dog on camera.
No.
Give me this dog on camera.
Oh, he called for
Give me
it.
this dog on camera.
Come get it, Tuca.
You ain't right. You ain't right. Meanwhile, your boy called it yesterday. I said on this show during the picks that game was going to be closer than the spread.
Mm-hmm.
I said it on Discord in a couple different places that this game wasn't going to see 30 points on either side because of defense. Your boy called it. That boy Deeds can be called Notre Damus, but just call me the real Don of sports.
Nah, Tuca works better.
You son of a bitch. I can't do my actual open without jokes flying, okay?
it's Deets' fault. Deets started this mess.
Speaking of Miami, did you find what you were looking for?
I'm trying to find it
Because we gotta bring him in here. We got a lot of Miami news to get to.
Yeah, there's
and I got a bone to pick with somebody.
Oh God.
What kind of bone do you? I can't find what the. Or which is making me.
I'm waiting for you to bring him in, and then I'll get to him.
Oh, darn it! I'll have to do it. I'll have to play it another time.
Come on.
Come on. Pizzle joining us.
Let's hear it.
Pizzle.
Hear it. Go ahead.
Pizzle, everybody thought the Miami Hurricanes losing a national championship on their home field to the lowly Indiana Hoosiers. Everybody thought that would be the worst thing in Miami. That would be the worst news in Miami. And then the Dolphins had to come out and say, "Hold my beer. We got this.
What did they do?
We got this. Don't worry. Don't worry about this." Look, Sean McDermott has 6 seasons in a row of 10 wins plus, gets fired. The Dolphins go out and hire their head coach. The last team he was the head coach of, he had a losing record at Boston College.
Well, to be fair, Boston College is a pretty.
And he got replaced. By Bill O'Brien. that's who they like. What is the NFL doing? They fired a guy who won 10 games in 6 seasons in a row, 10 games, and the Dolphins hired a coach who has a losing record at the college level.
Wait, and 5 of those 6 seasons, he won a division title. 3 of those, and you said it yesterday. 3 of those, no, check that. 5 of those 6 seasons, he won a division title, won the AFC East until this year, and then every playoff loss was to either a Super Bowl champion or participant or a defending Super Bowl champ or a potential. I beg your pardon, potential Super Bowl champion.
Yeah, every playoff loss has been to somebody who's made the Super Bowl. So I don't know. Yeah, but they also just hired Victor brought this up last week. They also hired a guy who was the defensive coordinator of a team that was up 21-3 at halftime and blew a 21-3 lead against the Chicago Bears.
Of all teams. And
they hired this guy. They thought this is our guy. This is the guy we need to lead us.
I'll take it.
Pizzle, what the hell's in the water in Miami?
Hold on. Listen here, Tuka Doncic. Don't to be talking.
So how long did you work on that one?
Well, whenever he said Tuka, I was like, you know what, Tuka Doncic, Luka Doncic, Tuka Doncic.
It works.
Boom. There you go.
Oh my
God! Let me see that shirt.
I'm done.
Did you? Is that from Perna? Is that from Perna's shop?
Yes, it is.
I knew it.
This team makes me drink.
Yeah, how you feeling over there about Miami losing last night?
I had Indiana winning by 2 scores.
Yeah.
So
I didn't even get to join the picks.
I had Indiana winning last night, so I'm okay with that.
Yeah, it was, and it was a classic David versus Goliath.
But as far as Halfley goes, I just hope and pray to God this is not Joe Philbin 2.0.
So is that college football like completely done with now?
College, yes.
College football, yes.
Why are you?
So it's official. So it's now
I don't know.
actually official.
I don't know. We got the Senior Bowl. We got the East West Shrine game. We got a lot of college. We got a lot of college football left. Wait,
No,
what?
we don't.
Indiana
No,
won a championship before GTA 6.
We're having a VTuber concert in Fortnite before GTA 6.
Well, I can say I can say the joke I said last night when during the post game when someone asked me, "Oh, what do you think about Indiana winning a championship?" and I said, "Yeah, Calbert Cheney's a really good player."
Yeah, Calbert Cheney is what you'd use.
Calbert Cheney. He's the only Indiana basketball player I know.
Let's just talk about the Vegas odds for a second, because preseason, Indiana was 100-1 favorite.
Well, whoever cashed all the way out.
100-1.
Mm-hmm.
And next year they'll be the number one team in the country.
They better
in
be.
2023, they went 3-9.
And Pizzle, we talked about the transfer portal, and by the way, I did research on the guy you sent me, so I got a lot to talk about the transfer portal. But Indiana in the transfer portal, the rich get richer. They got the best quarterback. They got the best quarterback in college football coming to play at Indiana next year. They got Josh Hoover from TCU.
Oh,
Josh Hoover. Josh Hoover's coming to Indiana. And when I saw what question is that, Damien? Was that the one about Carson Beck? I think it's the one. Let me find
what was that last play? Why was he throwing in a double coverage like that?
Because it was Carson Beck. Why, Pizzle? I'll answer your question for you in the only way I know how. Because yes, Carson, it is you.
Yes, Carson, it is you.
Damien says, y'all been saying for weeks that Carson Beck is a good quarterback. I've been watching this guy and he sucks. How is he a good player, especially after what he did last night? First of all, Damien, Carson Beck is better than Caleb Williams. I just thought I'd throw that joke out there.
Carson Beck was not. Carson Beck may have thrown the interception, but he was not the reason they lost that game last night.
No. Miami killed themselves with 7 penalties, especially 2 on what turned out to be the game-winning drive, the game-sealing drive in which Fernando Mendoza went Superman a foot and a half over the line. And those 2 penalties extended the drive. It was a defensive pass interference, and it was an offside, which led to 2 fourth-down gambles by Kurt Signetti. And coming into that, Coach Sig was only 1 for 6 on 4th downs for the season. 1 for 6. That's like Tony Graffinino.
And two fourth down. 2 times to Charlie Becker on 4th down.
Here, let me give Pizzle this camera, and I'll set him up, and he knows what to say. When I say Coach Sig went for it on 4th down twice. Let's hear it. 2 times. And converted them both. And the second one not only gained them a first down, it got him the game winner. It got him the touchdown. Okay?
Good.
Indiana did what Indiana has done all season long. And what finally got them started, which led them to start the game with a field goal, they ran the ball down their throats.
Yeah, because, I mean, here's the thing. Mendoza didn't exactly have, a typical Mendoza game, but that drive that sealed the win is going to be his coup de grace.
Yep. That it was a 4th and 5. Needed 5 to get the first down. Miami gearing up for a stop. And before they even called the play, I knew they were going for it. I just felt it because they were already successful once on a 4th and 3, and they got a first down on a big pass to Charlie Becker. And we'll get to Charlie Becker in just a moment. Then on 4th and 5, Miami knew they were going for it. So Indiana spent, and remember, Indiana spent 2 timeouts on that game-winning drive.
2 times.
2 times.
They called timeout before each 4th down. They called a timeout before it.
Before each 4th down to make Miami think about it. When they should have known they were gambling, but Cignetti called the correct play twice. The big pass to Charlie Becker, they got him 19 yards and extended the drive, and then Mendoza turned into Superman.
Yep.
And leaped over the line. He turned into Superman with a mix of Super Mario when he spun off of a tackle, ran through another, and then leapt over the line for the touchdown.
It's me, Mendoza.
Go sit in the corner.
Well, the thing is, and we've seen this. I said this last night too, but it bears repeating. We've seen the national championship. We've seen the college football playoff 2 years in a row.
Yep.
And both times in the national championship, the losing team was the team that came out of the gate timid.
Yes.
And you saw that from Miami. When Miami started to pick it up was when they started to blitz and they started to actually play the way Miami's been playing the whole time, which was putting pressure on the other quarterback. It started in that Ohio State game. They put pressure on Sayin. He made a mistake. Threw an interception, pick 6, and they're off to the races. In this one, they kind of laid back and said, "We're going to rush our front 4. We're gonna try to get pressure with just 4 guys," and that didn't work. That wasn't working because Indiana saw it. Indiana saw that, hey, they're dropping back. We're just going to run the ball.
So I will point to the game that made Miami change their philosophy. And that game was Louisville. It was the game after they lost to Louisville at home. That's when Miami changed their philosophy and started blitzing the hell out of the quarterback. And they did it every single game. But Deets, I come to you with this question. In fact, I want to go around the panel with this question. You mentioned, Deets, and it's a great point. And I want to hear from you guys in the chat also. Miami came out timid in the first 30 minutes. They let Mendoza sit back in the pocket and pick them apart. They ran the ball down their throat with not only Roman Hemby, but also Kalen Black. And to bring up another point that Deep said during the broadcast last night, they got confused most of all by a fullback.
That was funny. A fullback comes in and they were totally good. They were like, "What is this guy in the back? Why are there 2 guys in the backfield? They don't do this anymore. We've never seen this. We're calling timeout. We can't handle this."
They got confused off of an I formation. Let me say that again. And thank you to the over 1,000 people that tuned in last night. They got confused off of a straight-on I formation with Riley Nowakowski, who was one of my wild cards that I mentioned in the pregame show. He and Charlie Becker. And he ran
a fullback dive. And he ran a fullback dive right into the end zone.
He ran a fullback dive, and Miami could do nothing about it because they weren't prepared. Dog, go ahead.
And the reason they were scared is because of the play style of the ACC. You do not see I formations much in ACC, if at all. You see it more in your power conferences.
You see more of a spread offense.
And that's why. And that's why. And the thing is, Miami came out timid when they should have came out guns blazing because they were basically in their own back.
Yes, they were.
Awesome.
Well, he's right. He's right. They should have come out, but it wasn't even just the defensive side. Mm-hmm. It was the offensive side too. It was very vanilla in what happened in the second half. They open up They open up with a ridiculous running play. They get 75-yard touchdown. They throw the ball to their speedy receiver Tony. He blows by him, gets it, and that's how they score their touchdowns. Is they use their speed. They use their speed and put their speed guys in positions that they can make plays. They didn't do that in the first half. In the first half, it was just straight up, we're going to put hat on hat and go at it. And Indiana was up to the task.
And you know what else? I'll give you a number from the first half. They did not touch Mendoza once in the first half. In the third quarter,
not at all.
They got 3 sacks. Miami did in that third quarter. Well, actually, they got 4 in the second half. 3 of them came in the third quarter, which halted Indiana. But one of the biggest plays of the game came on special teams, the block punt.
Mm-hmm.
The block punt that turned into a touchdown and reestablished the 10-point lead.
Yeah, and that's the other thing. They lost by what? 6 points?
Mm-hmm. They lost by 6.
They lost by 6 points. The special teams gave up a blocked punt, and they missed the field goal before the half.
Mm-hmm.
That's 10 points right there. That's a Miami win.
The missed field goal was huge because every time Miami got back into the game, they were within 3 points. They knocked that field goal down at the half. It's a tie game, and Indiana's thinking way differently than they were than playing with the lead. They led from start to finish in last night's national championship game. They led from start to finish.
Mm-hmm. And they were, at that point, at the point of that blocked punt,
mm-hmm.
Miami was stonewalling Indiana up to that point. Up to that point, they were stonewalling them. They had come back to within 3 points. That punt gets off clean. I don't know if Indiana puts a drive together that goes down the field. You know, they weren't driving down the field on Miami because Miami was feeling it. Miami was feeling their game. They were actually playing, and they were holding Indiana. So if that punt gets off clean and Indiana's starting at their own 35-yard line, I don't think they have a 70-yard drive to go down and take a 10-point lead. So that block was huge.
And Miami, as you said, Deets, was stonewalling Indiana at the time. They figured out their run game. Ruben Bain was being a madman. And it wasn't like he wasn't being a madman in the first half. It's just in the second half when they made Indiana go 3 and out to start the second half. Who made 2 of those plays? Ruben Bain. Who made 2 of those plays? But here's another stat I want to give you from the first half. Miami got the initial first down of the game on the initial drive of the game. They didn't get another first down until 2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Oh my gosh. Damn.
Let me say that again. Miami got the initial first down of the game on a run from Mark Fletcher. They didn't get another one until 2 minutes remaining in the first half.
I mean, we could talk about all the things Miami could have done, all the things Miami should have done. The fact is, Indiana was the better team last night. Indiana was the funny thing is, if you were in the chat last night, all the people in the chat, this is David versus Goliath, and I was like, but Indiana's the Goliath.
Yeah.
This is not David. This is not David versus Goliath. Like everybody was thinking Miami's the Goliath. And this is this little Indiana team. I'm like, Indiana's undefeated. How are they David? I don't understand this. I never understood that.
I didn't understand it either. How was Indiana David when Indiana has been running people over all season?
Matter
of fact, save Ohio State last year when they got beat 38-10, and the playoff game against Notre Dame at Notre Dame when they lost by 10, 27-17. Indiana ran everybody over for 2 years, and they locked in Kurt Signetti for another 8, so he's not going anywhere. You got Josh Hoover from TCU coming to Indiana to lead that offense, which makes 3 consecutive seasons of 3 great quarterbacks leading the Indiana offense. Curtis Rourke, Fernando Mendoza, and now Josh Hoover.
Mm-hmm.
So you got all that. You got all that there. And I said it last night during the game, and I know Pizzo, you hung out with me. Dietz hung out with me. The game that turned it on for me for Indiana is when they walked into Northwestern and handed them a sock in the face and hung 41 points and 470 yards on them at Northwestern. And then this year, and Dietz, I hate you for pointing this game out to me, but it's absolutely true, and I'm going to make you smile when I say it. The game against Illinois, when I was so excited to see 2 top 10 teams, and Dietz looked at me and said, "Are you kidding?" Matter of fact,
and then it was 60. And then it was 63 to nothing. 63 to nothing.
Matter of fact, here I'm putting you on the hot seat briefly because I'm gonna make
that camera.
I'm gonna give him this camera because I'm gonna make him laugh. When we did our picks that week, and I was so excited about a top 10 matchup between Indiana and Illinois, Dietz looked in this camera with a straight face and goes, "Are you kidding? Indiana's gonna run him over." And then this pretty lady here to my left said, "Don't you be dissing on Indiana." And of course, it was at Memorial Stadium in Bloomington. And when it was 21-7, before I could sit down and get comfortable, I walked up to her and I said, "Baby, game over." She says, "How bad is it?" 21-7. And before I could say anything else, they had scored twice more, and they wound up hanging 63 on Illinois.
Yeah. When they hung 63 on Illinois, that's when you knew it was legit.
That's when you knew it was on. That's when
the other guy that came that showed up last night and should be on everybody's radar. I mean, should have been on everybody's radar before, but
Charlie Becker.
Elijah Surratt.
Well, him too.
This guy is a legit. He is a legit wide receiver, and I know Snowman late in the first round.
Yeah.
Look, 49er John Lynch. Make this happen. I mean, this is an easy one.
John Lynch, line 1. You got your new wide receiver 1, Elijah Surratt. I'll tell you an underrated receiver from that same team. His name is Charlie Becker.
Yeah.
6'5", 220 pounds, strong, fast, and has great hands. Because on that 4th down play, he caught the ball. It was about to hit the ground, but at the last second, he tucked it in. And
the only question I have is Charlie Becker a senior?
I think Charlie. Real quick, I think Charlie's a sophomore.
Yeah, I thought he was. I thought he was a junior. I thought he was maybe a junior or a redshirt sophomore.
He is a redshirt sophomore.
Yeah,
that's what. So he'll be back. He'll be back next year.
Yeah, he'll be their number 1.
So.
Receiver.
Yeah, he'll be their number 1 receiver next year, and especially hooking up with Josh Hoover, he'll have a field day.
I think Becker may have a 2,000-yard season hooking up with Josh Hoover, where Josh Hoover was distributing the ball at TCU.
What about Omar Cooper Jr.?
What do you see?
Omar Cooper he'll be a good player next year. We saw that catch in what was that? Was that Michigan State? Was that Michigan State? Oh, it was Penn State. It was Penn State where he caught it in the back of the end zone. I still don't know how he got his feet down.
And it made Gus Johnson lose his voice.
Yeah.
Man, I wanted to hear an alternate commentary last night. If we heard Gus Johnson on the call, that would have been legendary.
No. You heard me, and I made it legendary.
But we heard Snowman. It was great.
That interception last night. My wife's feed was a few seconds ahead of mine, and she screamed her head off after the interception, and then I did the same thing, and then everybody flooded the chat going, "Wow, they actually did it!" Like, yeah, they did it. Already, I'm not playing pot of greed yet, but John Lynch, you need to make a call to Indiana, and right now.
And Sully from Dolphins, you get to do the same thing for Indiana for D'Angelo Pons.
Yes.
Give me D'Angelo Pons. I want him
I was just,
in our
I
secondary.
was just gonna say he Pons had himself. He had a monster game.
I want him in our secondary.
He had a monster playoff. D'Angelo Pons had a monster playoff. And the game that's going to a lot of people that's going to identify D'Angelo Pons is Oregon. 2-time.
Yep.
In Eugene and in Atlanta. But the one in Atlanta is going to make him stick out the most when he picked off the first pass of the game.
He might be a first-round pick.
I want the edge from Indiana, and I believe he's speaking about Mario Landino. I believe he's talking about Mario Landino, if I'm right. Damian, I hate to spoil your bubble, or I hate to burst your bubble and spoil your fun, but John Lynch is going to make 2 calls.
2 of them.
Why'd I come back to Snowman laughing?
Oh, you know, the usual.
I'm just up to something evil.
Oh, you know, the usual.
Oh,
we need
me.
I heard that. Did you have a little soda pop?
Dr. Pepper Zero Cherry.
She had a.
There you go.
Did you not see me drinking it throughout? Did you not see me going like this?
Oh, that's what that is.
Oh, that's what that was. And no, I didn't.
Tracking, holding a bottle.
Oh, she had a bottle, not a can, folks, which means the Belchers are incoming.
No.
Why do I know this?
And
Just a moment.
I have another bottle here.
You know why I know those are coming? I've done it on the air. Pizzle heard it.
Yeah, anyway, I got
heard it.
called down for like a couple of minutes. You are not going to believe this.
What happened?
My mom has taught my cat how to fist bump.
So Binks does it
It's
for me.
adorable.
I know it is. Because Binks does it here. Well, no, I take that back, Jen. You know, the first cat of mine that kind of knew how to fist bump me was Pumpkin.
With my cat, what mom does is first she gets him to sit, and then she'll show him the treat, and then make a fist with her hand. And Freddie just touches the fist with his paw.
Adorable. I love it.
Cute. It's so cute.
I'm gonna get Binks to do it. If I can get Binks to do it. Winnie, I'm not even gonna try to get her to fist bump. Why? She just headbutts. Winnie just like crashes into my head saying, "Hey, my turn, as my wife described. We need a break. When we come back, a whole lot of other stuff that we're going to get to. And we touched on it briefly, but now Pizzle's getting the floor to talk about changes with the Miami Dolphins. And if y'all haven't seen it already, if you'll show the shirt, please, again, Pizzle. Take a look at that.
This team makes me drink.
I need to make a couple of those. Second hour, Snowman in the morning in a deuce.
This is Snowman in the morning.
Jason, let's go see your room.
What do you think? We kept it a little spare, so you can decorate it how you like.
Dinner.
Go. Excellent. Soccer is fun. Yeah, I saw you guys out there. We're the family. Yeah. Oh, I thought you were on my team.
Owen, let's talk for a second.
Hi, Ellen. Come on in.
When you came into my life, it was a whirlwind.
I just can't do it.
It'll come to you.
It won't.
We had a lot to learn about each other. A lot. Hey, that's good. Things were changing so quickly. We didn't know what the future would hold. Any of us. I just wish you felt more at home now. But we knew you would always be a part of it. Adopting you was the best decision in our life. And I am so proud to call you my son.
Whether it's news, the largest egg producer finds bird flu in chickens at a Texas plant, weather, devastating tornadoes rip through the heart of the United States, inspiration, a breast cancer survivor completed the journey of chemotherapy, and now begins a future one of matrimony or sports. Michael Jordan is shown on a photo with Diddy. LeBron James has a video extolling the virtues of a Diddy party. This has been yet another beating a dead horse presentation. We got you covered. BS3 Network, in association with Comey Media Incorporated, proudly present The Morning Shift with Cole Johnson. Live every weekday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central. Cause we take this job so serious.
And Father O'Shaughnessy need to go to hell. That's what he needs.
What did Father O'Shaughnessy do?
I quit. We're done here. I'm done. We're out of here.
What in the all types of blue hell?
This is Snowman in the Morning.
I love when that happens.
That clip, man.
Speaking of playmaker.
Just a moment. It's just a moment. Got the business to handle. When I say it's 11:08, we owe you an ID. This is Snowman in the Morning.
You're listening to WQVZ, 1700 AM Mission Radio.
Me and the Lord, we got an understanding. We're on a mission from God.
Because he's the armchair quarterback.
I ain't got no time for this bull.
Sorry.
I was just gonna say after the station ID, I have to correct the record from yesterday because we talked about CJ Stroud yesterday, and it was said on this program that he is regressing, and I went to the stats, to try to figure this out. Here's CJ Stroud's stats. So rookie year, he comes in, he throws for 4,000 yards, 26 touchdowns, and 5 interceptions.
Yep.
Those are insane numbers. So those are insane numbers. 4,000 yards, 25 and 5. That's 5 touchdowns to 1 interception. Every 5 touchdowns, he threw an interception. Okay. Hey, that there's nowhere to go but down from there. That is an insane year, not just for a rookie. That is an insane year for any quarterback. So the next season, his second season, which everybody said, oh, he had a sophomore slump. He threw for 3,500 yards, 23 touchdowns, and 12 interceptions.
It wasn't that much.
So you could say, yeah, that's not much of a slump. 500 less yards, threw for just as many touchdowns, and yeah, he threw some more interceptions. But okay, the interceptions went up. It happens. You're not going to throw 5 interceptions every year,
right?
So that's his slump year. Then he comes into this year. This year, his totals this year, he threw for 3,000 yards. 20, and he had 20 touchdowns and only 8 interceptions.
So
and
he's going.
There's an ask. No. Whoa. Here's where it goes. You have to put a Roger Maris, Barry Bonds style asterisk next to that season.
Mm-hmm.
Why? He threw for 3,000 yards. Here's the kicker. He missed a month of the season with a concussion. He missed 4 games.
Mm-hmm.
And the last game, they already had wiped up. He didn't even play in the last game.
He plays.
So he missed.
Right. He
missed 5 games. 5 games, and he still threw for 3,000 yards. Just think about this for a second. 5 games, he averaged 250 yards a game. If he just hits his average in those games, he throws for over 4,200 yards.
You went where I was going. And if he throws,
that's insane.
If he throws for 300, he really busts a record. Okay, and I think he sets the team. I think he sets the team record if he plays all the games. But for the last one, he didn't. For the last one, he didn't have to. We got a bit. You know what? First of all, I forgot to play something for intro because I couldn't find the doggone thing. But for this fella right here, even though we're an hour in, I got to push a button.
Push the button. Football freaks, gridiron geeks, bottoms up. Oh boy. Well, that game sucked. Dr. K, I'm sorry.
Oh, hell no!
Snowman, I'm sorry. Well, that game sucked.
Oh,
Now get out my face, you thirsty bitches.
That whole intro, I had so much fun doing. As I explained before, I knew the clips I wanted to use. I knew it. The latest one was
Both apologies, though?
Come on, Pizzle.
Oh, man.
Come on, Pizzle. You were smiling when you did them. You know the jokes behind them, right?
Yep.
You know the jokes behind them. I had to pull them. I had to. And the ice bucket challenge, that was too easy.
Get out of my face.
And then you topped it off by using Wise El Jefe. God bless you, Wise, when you said push the button before your penultimate episode of Pain and Gain Pick'ems from the regular season. And I said, you know what? This works. So it just took me a while to lay it all out. Now, while we're talking about that, this one here is going to get a refreshed intro.
Cute.
Here.
Cute.
Not cute.
And while I'm thinking about it, this guy here is going to get an intro. And I already know which clips I'm going to use.
About time.
I already know where this is going.
No,
I'm just gonna guess South Carolina's in there somewhere.
Maybe. I'm already.
I'm just kind of maybe.
I'll let the cat out of the bag. Yes, that South Carolina clip is in there.
I quit.
Bye.
But that's not the only one in there.
Oh?
Uh-huh. You in Dog's intro that I have in mind, you will also hear Father O'Shaughnessy.
Oh.
Really?
Mander is here with us. Mike Lewis is here with us. And before we go any further, a little breaking news out of Tennessee.
Oh?
Robert Saleh is going to be given another chance to be a head coach as they are finalizing a deal to hire him. The Titans are as their head coach. That news broke late last night, confirmed this morning. They're finalizing the terms of the deal. So Robert Saleh is headed to Tennessee.
Interesting pick. I thought they would go offense.
Where's the clip? Where's the clip? I mean, where's the clip? In Tennessee, what are we doing? You just drafted a quarterback #1. You just drafted a #1 quarterback. Bring in an offensive guy who can make him good.
I think what Dietz wanted to ask Tennessee was,
what are we doing? I mean, how do you do this? And look, Robert Saleh, what did he do in New York? He destroyed Sam Darnold.
Mm-hmm.
Destroyed him.
Not only destroyed him, he chose Zach Wilson over him.
He chose Zach Wilson over Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold was already destroyed. Matter of fact, Sam
I'm
Darnold
not
only
cute,
had.
Victor.
Yes, you are.
No.
I can't see what you're doing because of all the gold cuteness that's in the way. Anyway. Anyway.
That's for you.
You can't, y'all can't make this up. You truly can't. You drafted Cam Ward you drafted Cam Ward with the #1 draft pick last year, who had a tough go of it his rookie season. So what do? You bring in a defensive coordinator.
Defensive
They
coordinator.
would have been better off getting Nagy or somebody.
That's what I'm saying. Matt Nagy
I
would
was
have been a much better
I was thinking that too.
Yes.
Well, and Damian, you're right. The Jets thing wasn't totally Saleh's fault. They put Saleh in a position to fail in New York because that's what the Jets do. That's what the Jets do. And McCarthy, I just echoed your point. Brian McCarthy with us. Sam Darnold wasn't destroyed by Saleh. He was destroyed by Mike McCadden, Todd Bowles, and Adam Gase. Oh God, Adam Gase.
Adam Gase.
Adam Gase.
The international supervillain.
Adam.
Well,
Adam.
I mean, how silly is that going to look if Sam Darnold is leading the Seahawks to the Super Bowl?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's where we're going with this. But hey, Robert Saleh, guys, sometimes guys get a second shot and they turn it around, but I don't see it. I think he's just built to be a coordinator. I don't think he's built to be a head coach.
I think he's a coordinator and a coordinator only.
Yep.
I thought Damian says I thought Titans would have hired Kubiak. Which one? Clay or Clint?
Which
one?
They were going to bring Gary. They were going to bring Gary back.
Oh God, Gary Kubiak. Jesus Christ, the man who backed up John Elway for 12 years and barely threw a pass in those 12 years. I'm rooting for Sam Darnold as well as Leonard Big Cat Williams. They were both royally hosed by the Jets. Agreed. I agreed. I totally agree with that. Clint Kubiak. No, Clint Kubiak.
He's the one in Seattle, right?
Yes. Clay is in San Francisco. Clint's in Seattle, and Clint's not going anywhere. Clint's having too much fun.
Oh,
he's not going anywhere yet.
Sorry to interrupt, but
who's going to be the OC down in Miami?
I don't know. But we gotta find somebody because he's the defensive coordinator. We gotta find somebody with an offensive.
Hey,
background.
Snowman.
Yes, Jen.
I found something that's gonna make you laugh. I just had a little brief look at my Discord, and here's something that's gonna put a smile on all y'all faces. A message from Visidin in my server.
Oh no.
Replying to Don's message.
Oh no.
Hell of a season. But I bet you smiled when the season ended because DJ Moore effed up and now all of Chicago want him gone.
Come here. Well, I'll couple that. And I want y'all to do it with me. First of all, give me this doggone camera.
There it is.
Dear Chicago Bears, as I've said for the last 3 years, you have risked, mortgaged, doubled down, and yeeted away your entire future.
Everybody say it. For
DJ Moore.
Now, don't do the second part. Don't do the second part of it yet, because I got to get it loaded up here. But y'all know what the second part is. Don't do it yet. But DJ Moore, really? Okay, Damian has defended DJ Moore for the entirety that he's been one of our most loyal listeners and one of our most loyal fans, and we kid around with him a lot. Okay, and we'll forever kid around with him. But at least Damian is not as bad as some of the members of the Midwest Committee of Bear Idiocy.
Bear Idiocy.
Why do I mention that up? Why do I mention that? Because they were all hitting my messenger on Sunday saying we're going to go farther than your 49ers. Well, first of all, the 49ers beat you guys in Santa Clara with half a team.
Mm-hmm.
We already mentioned DJ Moore, but then Pizzle, get ready. Then Chicago, you idiots, you backed the Brinks truck up twice.
Two times. For
Caleb
Williams.
You be mild sauce.
And I thank Ryan.
That's an insult to mild sauce.
And you know what? I thank Ryan McCoffey for that one, because he said it here on this show and the bell started ringing. So, dear Chicago Bears, you're stuck with him.
Good luck with it.
No, we didn't, but we do have to cut him because of salary cap. Now, watch what happens. Watch what look, Ryan, don't be sorry, man. Don't be sorry. It turned into that graphic. At least DJ got us wins over the Packers. That's all that matters to me. Yeah, you need to do better, Damian, because
it's true.
It's true that he did get you wins over the Packers in the regular season. Bless you, lady.
Bless you.
When he did get you 2 wins over the Packers, when Matt LaFleur doesn't know how to coach in the fourth quarter.
Stick it in your ear, LaFleur.
Matt LaFleur is a punk. But
Matt LaFleur and the new head coach of the Miami Dolphins gave up a 21-3 lead at halftime and got the job. And oh, by the way, Robert Saleh gets the job after getting 41 dropped on him.
Yeah. But see,
let's put it this way: at least they're not the Cleveland Browns
or the Detroit Lions,
because they're the Cleveland Browns,
or the Detroit Lions, or the Minnesota.
We know
Vikings.
you are.
Or what? Pizzle, say your coach's name again for me, please.
Who?
Dolphins.
Oh, the new head coach, Jeff Hafley.
What the hell flea is a halfley?
Jeff Hafley's not a holy.
No,
not a holy. He's not holy. He's just a halfly.
He's just a halfly.
We're gonna have so many jokes next season.
You know what? And Pistol's gonna say half of them.
Obey your mustard.
Obey your mustard.
I can only imagine how many halfly jokes Pizzle's going to come up with.
Here's to you, Pizzle, for that one.
Well, you got to obey your mustard. They're playing for the AFC Championship.
Yeah.
Okay.
5.5 point favorites now. Thank you.
That'll flip.
Denver.
They're going against the Umas.
Damien, listen, we're about
Okay,
to be.
so you're
because-
telling me I have to pick between mustard and gold chip.
No. You have to pick between Henya and the Umas.
I was gonna say I'll give you a better one. You need your.
I love you in this moment, in this period. Uma Pyoy.
I was actually gonna say I'll do you one better. You got to pick between mustard and vodka.
Oh, geez.
We drink.
Matter of fact, I'm going to open my mouth.
Oh.
Should, and I capitalize the word should, Denver pull off the miracle, vodka must return.
Oh.
You know, if you wanted her to return, you could have just said so.
Yes.
Well, I'm asking, dang it.
Wait, was it? Wait. Say that again. What were the terms?
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I was kidding around. But
I know you were, but I was going to make this real. If vodka's going to return, if the Patriots win, then boss, you got to get working on that Henya clip.
The only problem,
because if the Patriots are going to the Super Bowl, we're going to play that clip nonstop.
Here's the
for
problem
2 weeks straight.
Here's the problem with that clip, though, and here's why I haven't worked on it yet. It's got to be in landscape form and not portrait form because I can only stretch it so far.
We could see if we could find some other Henya clips then.
I want that one.
Yeah,
that one is the one that fits. That's the.
How about this then? All of Henya's clips do come from StreamYard. We scout out the VOD.
Yeah, we'll just go. I'll scout the VOD. I'll scout the VOD this weekend. I'll try to find it.
Scout around, find the VOD.
Yep, just get it to me.
I'll say this, Deets. If you can't find it on Twitch because of their 60-day VOD rule for partners, there's a good chance. There's a good chance it will be on YouTube.
It's on YouTube. I already know it's on YouTube. I just have to find the live stream that it came from.
You gotta find the landscape version of it because when I edited it before, first of all, Jen, I thank you for bringing me that first. The only problem when I tried to edit it in my video editing program, I stretched it as far as I could so it could be in landscape form. However, part of her head got cut off and the words were cut off also. And it just doesn't look right.
Yeah.
That's why
we will see what we can do. I had the same problem when creating the Yes Vodka It Is You. Because obviously her victory thing was in portrait mode. So what I did was I just Googled to find some official pics of vodka from Uma Musume, put them in the side so that it covered up, and bada boom, bada boom, I had a landscape video.
So that's the only thing. That's the only reason I haven't touched it yet. Let's take a break. One more thing to do before we get out of here, and unfortunately, bad news coming out of San Francisco, but not for what you think. We'll talk about it, and then we'll get the heck out of here. Snowman in the morning, back in the deuce.
This is Snowman in the morning.
Whether it's news, the largest egg producer finds bird flu in chickens at a Texas plant, weather, devastating tornadoes rip through the heart of the United States, inspiration, a breast cancer survivor completed the journey of chemotherapy, and now begins a future one of matrimony or sports. Michael Jordan is shown on a photo with Diddy. LeBron James has a video extolling the virtues of a Diddy party. This has been yet another beating a dead horse presentation. We got you covered. BS3 Network, in association with Comey Media Incorporated, proudly present The Morning Shift with Cole Johnson. Live every weekday at 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Central.
You can say you're not impressed. You can say you're not happy. You can say all these things, but no, whatever the case may be, the Buckeyes are on top of the football world. And it's just where it is.
The SEC.
And what does Georgia do? Well, as a team that has a championship pedigree would do, they came out full guns blazing, just like a tested SEC team would do. And
Big 12.
That team right there that is ranked 15 that put up 45 points.
Yes, sir.
They were picked dead last at the beginning of the season.
The ACC.
Start with the biggest name first. Chapel Bill now. It's no longer called Chapel Hill. It's called Chapel Bill because Bill Belichick is now the head coach of the North Carolina Tar Heels. The CLP rankings, do away with that.
Right.
Do away with it.
Bring down the gridiron on the Playmakers Blog Network YouTube channel and where you can find podcasts. Because we take this job so serious.
Nacho fry. Would you like a nacho fry? Would you like a nacho fry?
What in the all types of blue hell?
This is Snowman in the Morning.
Yes, please.
Fun fact. I found a Gargura cosplay on booth for V-Roid models.
Really?
Do you guys want to see me cosplay Gura?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Why do we want to see it?
Because
Come here.
Because yes, Gura.
Because yes, Gura.
It is you.
Okay, Damien put a proposal in the chat that I'm going to flat say no to. Whichever team wins the Super Bowl, Snowman has to wear a Rams or Seahawks jersey.
Oh no.
No.
Give me this. What is the button I'm looking for? Damien, to your proposal, my response is the following.
Hell no. To the no. Hell to the no. Hell to the no. To the no.
You tripping.
Not only that, but this.
You fool!
And this.
You tripping.
And that makes you, Damien, and I'm kidding as I say that, this. Oh, by the way, I add this.
Stop the cap.
Yep.
This.
Mid.
This. Try again.
I'm getting too old for this.
This.
Stop it. Get some help.
This one.
You for real?
This one.
Bitch, are you for real?
And this one.
Bitch, please.
Me wear a Rams or Seahawks jersey?
That's a lie.
It's a lie.
That'd be like asking me to wear a Tuukka Rask jersey, in which I also respond with,
That's a lie.
And I haven't picked on Dietz in a few minutes, but that'll be like asking me to wear an Emmitt Smith jersey. One of my favorite running backs is Roger Craig. Though I will say I do love Emmitt Smith. But just plain no. Oh, good old man and Emmett Smith.
Oh, here it comes. Wait for it.
Wait. Damien's just a moment. I need to look at something. Yep. Emmett Smith.
Of course I have one. This is my first this is the first jersey I ever got.
Damien,
I'm surprised it still has numbers on it.
This is where I have fun with Damien. Damien says, "Hey, Snowman, you should put yourself on Total Elite because if I'm not mistaken, you said that Caleb wouldn't get 4,000 yards. Look what he did. Damien, 3,942.
So close,
but yet so far. Give me this camera.
Oh, here we go.
Caleb Williams came up shorter than DJ Moore in overtime against the Rams.
Oh,
nah. Man, give me this camera back.
Oh, here we go.
Fernando Mendoza had a bigger impact in Indiana than DJ Moore and Caleb Williams had this season, and they played an extra game in the wild card and barely got by them. And then Caleb did what he did against the Rams. Now get out of here, you thirsty. And how did this show start, ladies and gentlemen? Because this fool mentioned one of my favorite bands.
Do we need to go over the context of it again?
No.
Only if you want to. It's up to you.
I might as well take the time to reveal the secret. It's because now it's open. Now it's open.
Yeah, now it ain't a secret.
Yeah, exactly. I can reveal it to you guys now. Did I know you?
I quit. Screw this. I quit.
This look right here.
2 Chainz. 2 Chainz cousins.
Okay. So here's the context, you guys. I was talking with Snowman and Dawn before we started the show today. And you guys know by now, they do all sorts of intros for my Twitch streams.
Which is going to become a Spotify podcast, ladies and gentlemen.
So I had an idea. I want these two to do, like, you know what? Not just these two. I want this entire crew to do an opening for me during my 3D re-debut on the 12th of March.
You don't want that.
Yes, I do.
Unless you want to laugh so hard your sides will burn and hurt.
Listen, Snowman, I'm just saying. I'm hyping this up to be a major event. If I want this whole crew to come and do an intro for us to get us in a really good mood, then damn it, I want that to happen.
Make it happen.
You're on.
So I told them it's happening 12th of March. They will be opening up my 3D re-debut and MMD concert. And then Deets over here. Deets over here says, "You're opening a concert in the Eyes of March?" But the thing is, he said that right as the go live light went red.
We didn't get a warning or nothing. We're going live. It was just boom.
So yeah, that pretty much put the secret out in the open about my MMD concert.
The Eyes of which during the open, folks, had me go researching for my favorite song by Ides of March, for many of you know, which is a song called Vehicle, which I took us into the first break with. Yeah. So now, besides Obey Your Mustard and for DJ Moore, this is now going to be a running joke forever and ever. Amen.
Amen.
No, I'm not. I'm not.
Once
opening for
again,
the Eyes of
once
March.
again,
it's gonna be me.
Once again, it happens when I'm trying to do something, and I become the flat out victim of it all.
Well, that's what you get.
What?
And that is how the show has gone all day.
That's the way the cookie crumbles.
Yep.
Yeah, like ever since the beginning of the show, we kind of just been off the rails.
You like that? You like that?
Shut up, Kirk.
You like that? You like that?
Where's Cole's train when we need it?
Right.
About
here.
Hey, dog. I'm gonna ask you one more time to quit moving stuff in my truck. But
I didn't move stuff in that truck. What are you talking
The thing about that train clip is when Snowman was out and it was me, Cole, and Wise. Every time I came on, I think Cole played that clip about 3 or 4 times. And he's like, every time I was on, it was like 5 minutes in, he'd be like, "Oh, we're off the rails."
I need that one.
Look, it's great. It's a great clip.
Moon him.
I will make sure I get it to you.
You like that? You like that?
You know what I'm waiting for? I'm waiting for Jen to say that. Just because.
Bruh.
I'm waiting for that to happen. She won't do it. I know she won't. I know she won't do it. No, you know what I'm waiting. You know what I'm waiting for? I don't know if she'll ever catch on to it. I'm waiting for her to do it.
Dr. K.
Yes. I'm waiting for her to walk by walk by this office. She could be getting some tea or something like that, and just point at me and go,
You like that? You like that?
which will make me.
Oh, come on, Jen. You get the final kill in Marvel Rivals. You got to throw that out there. That's where that comes from.
Here's I'll make you
That'll
guys
do
a
it.
deal. I will
Okay.
say it if I get an MVP in Marvel Rivals as
Which you
Luna
will.
Snow.
There you go.
You like that?
And you want to know the best thing about that clip, Jen?
What?
Not only is it Kirk 2 Chainz' cousins, but it was against the Chicago Bears.
Yes, it was.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was.
That's for you. That's for you, Damien. That's for you, Damien. Remember that 2 Chainz did that to you.
Now, how's that for context? This clip
You like that? You like that?
occurred against Damien's Bears.
Oh,
Now-
and Kirk Cousins was a member of the Washington Redskins.
Yes. They're still the
No,
Redskins.
you don't, Jen. You
Not
don't
true.
want me to do an intro for you. Yes, the Flark, I do.
Victor, I will talk to you this evening. Okay.
And just so radio stations know, I'm saying Flark in place
know.
of the F word because if Rocky Raccoon can get away with it in Marvel Rivals, then it ain't swearing.
And we gotta stay to that. And
So we
Victor
can say
All right.
Flarkin. We can take a page out of Rocket's books and use Flarkin.
Flark.
flipping, flapping, flarking, frickin', fracking, all of that.
Flugenhofen.
Thank you, Tom Grassi, for the middle two
Flushel
words.
snort.
Will you quit snorting?
Who?
What? No.
No, I don't like that.
Yes, you do.
Wait,
'Cause you're
who's
laughing.
snorting?
Don.
No, I don't like that.
Yes, you do.
We got a little bit of business to wrap up out of Golden State.
I have accidentally snorted a couple of times on my stream
Give
while
me the
laughing.
camera. You can't tell me you don't like that because you had a 2-foot smile in your face when I said it. you
Yep. Caught in 4K. Caught in 4K.
Caught in 8K. Given the fact that that smile was
I see how today is going to go.
Gonna go? Don't you mean how today went?
It's already there.
Yeah, you mean how today went? It's almost time
already
for us.
there.
It's almost time for us to close.
Oh God. So this is going from the
Then we got a little business to wrap up with Golden State, boss.
You know what? I'm gonna hold on to that. I'm gonna hold on to that. Well, I'll give you the main headline. Jimmy Butler gone for the rest of the year with a torn ACL.
Oh, darn it.
Oh.
That occurred last night in a 135-116 win over Miami. We'll get into this tomorrow about what Golden State will do now, if they can do anything to salvage their season without their number 2 scorer. We'll hit all
Wait a minute. The irony of this.
It was against
Jimmy Butler tore his ACL
against Miami,
playing against the Miami Heat.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Can't make this up.
You can't couldn't script this any more weirdly.
You like that? You like that?
On some of the intros that Don and I have done, and we were talking about this earlier. Yeah, let's close out with a laugh. Don and I had planned for Jen's big New Year's Eve intro. We had planned every signature line we could think of from Pulp Fiction and stretching it for 25 minutes. Well, that got tossed out the window in a hurry.
It got tossed out because on New Year's Eve itself, my friend came round for the night.
Mm-hmm.
But when
we spent 3 months planning it. We spent 3 months planning it around the theme of Pulp Fiction, and it got tossed out the window in 60 seconds. Which is not the first time that's happened, because apparently
less than that, the hell are you talking about?
Which, according to Don, it's not the first time that happened, because according to him, he had something lined up featuring Ace Ventura, and then I played a Looney Tunes intro and knocked him out.
Yep. Just as I started to get rolling, next thing I know, Looney Tunes intro hits, and I'm like, you got to be kidding me. You've got to be kidding me. I come up with these ideas in my head before I come on. Like, literally, I'm thinking as I'm getting ready to come on, how do I want to one-up things and just go even bigger?
Right.
I get in a roll. This happens.
The shortest intro that Don and I have done since we started doing intros together for Jen's stream, as I mentioned, he was going to do something with Ace Ventura, and Don didn't even tell me this. I didn't know he had this planned. He was going to do something featuring Ace Ventura, and I don't know what clicked in my head that afternoon, but all I hear Don say is, "Hi, I'm Ace Ventura, pet detective." And the first button I push is this.
That's all, folks.
and Don must have stopped for a good 10 seconds.
Hey, Pizzle. Speaking of Ace Ventura, Halfley will have a shorter career than Roger Podacter.
Oh shit!
I'm out of here. I got nothing.
Wow.
I got nothing. I got nothing. What the heck? Oh my god! Oh my god!
That's wrong.
Have a great day, God bless. Remember to make your next move your best move, and always remember, if your dreams don't scare you, they're simply not big enough. Dream big, do bigger, and I hope your day goes better than Roger Podacter's ever did. We are out of here. I got nothing.
I'm not cute.
See you tomorrow.
Oh god! Oh my god!
Of Roger. Bye.